Power of the Mind, Part 1. In this video, we're gonna discuss and analyze the movie The Village. And the point of this video is to highlight 3 key things. And by looking at these things, I think that we can gain new, deeper insights and gain new powers and become wiser and stronger in our own lives. So here we're gonna look at fear, lack of knowledge, and also power of belief. And all of this is connected to emerald tablets. And for all of you who haven't seen this movie, it's a mysterious and unsettling tale in an isolated 19th century village surrounded by a dense forest. And the villagers believe that dangerous creatures inhabit the woods. So those people, they never go beyond the borders of this village because their lives are defined by fear. Fear is a primal emotion that often serves as a protective mechanism. And in the village, the fear of the unknown keeps the villagers safe. Or so they believe. So they build walls around the village, and they also follow strict rules to avoid drawing the creatures' attention. But this fear is also a prison. It limits their experience and hinders personal growth. This movie is a great example to show you how fear can control you, and every one of us at some point have been controlled by our fears. So you need to conquer your fear if you want to grow and if you want to go to the next level. You cannot let your fear decide how you're gonna live your life. You cannot let your fear dictate what is possible for you and what is not possible for you. Because otherwise you will be trapped. Your fear will keep you trapped. And you won't be able to go to the next level. Just like these people in this movie, The Village. They couldn't go to the next level because they were afraid of those monsters. But in reality, people who run this village, they created those monsters because they had their own agenda. Many people that you meet in your life will have some sort of agenda, and they will deliberately keep certain information away from you. And some of the people will also try to control you by putting fear into your mind, because that is a very effective tool. Fear is a very effective weapon. Just like in this movie, they told those people who lived in this village that they cannot go too far away from the village because those monsters would come and would kill them. But of course, all of that was an illusion. But the thing is that to those people who lived in that village, who didn't know better, that illusion was real. It became their reality. Another thing that this movie is showing us is that knowledge is power and power is knowledge. And if you don't have right knowledge, you can sometimes put yourself in a very difficult position where other people can take advantage of you and where they control your destiny, basically. Just like in this movie. One way how you can overcome this great fear is by having knowledge. But this was also something that was taken away from those people who lived in that village. Knowledge will set you free. And if you don't have right knowledge and right tools, you will be trapped in the same position and it will be to your disadvantage. So those leaders of the village, they controlled the flow of information to maintain order and control. This dynamic can be found on many different levels in our modern society. So this dynamic can be found within your own family. You know, you have some people who want to keep the power to themselves and they will maybe not teach you right things because they want you to be dependent on them. So that's one way how they control you. And I met many people who acted like that. So I've seen family members do these things. I also seen this dynamic happening at workplace. Some people will not give you the right information. Some people will even hide information from you. Because if you would have the same information they have, then maybe you can challenge their position. You know, I've seen these things at work very often. And this can also be found on the broader level as well. Sometimes different governments will have different agendas. And sometimes they will try to fool the public. Politics is another great example of this. So knowledge is power, and if you don't have knowledge, if you are very unfortunate, you can end up in a very difficult situation, just like those people in the movie did. Last point that I want to make here is the power of belief. Those creatures that those villagers were afraid of, they were not real. They were created by the elders who controlled those inhabitants. But because of the fear and lack of knowledge, that illusion became very real to them. And that is a testament to how our beliefs shape our reality. And that's why I'm saying that the universe is mental. Your world is created in your own head. And it all comes from your own beliefs and from the knowledge you have. And if we connect this to Emerald tablets, Toph is emphasizing the importance of knowledge. Thoth also is saying that our thoughts and our beliefs are the building blocks of our reality. This movie just demonstrates this concept. So basically, the key thing here that this movie is trying to show us is that the universe, to a significant extent, is a mental construct. And if you understand this, you will gain new powers